What is up, OJ the dude? How are things?
Good, Greg.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, maybe things are good in, regular life, but things were not so good for your Roughnecks. They had a rough go at it.
Yeah, no, it was pretty much over before it even started.
Yeah, I like that. When you said that a minute ago, I was like, "Hey, God, save that," because that was yeah, so what happened? Like, what do you think it was? Just too much too soon, or just couldn't keep up, or the bandits were just on fire?
Bandits were on fire. They came out scoring on a major hot streak, and we caught up too late. We were trying to catch up too late.
Yeah, seems like they've been pretty good guilty of kind of starting.
Oh, Greg, I think
I
your
was
audio
just
cut
no,
out.
I was just checking our audio real quick and I didn't want to echo.
Oh.
Sorry, so I muted myself. But no, I think they've definitely been guilty of that throughout the year. They kind of take a little bit of time off in the games, and unfortunately for them, you can't do that.
Yeah, no. And then going into this weekend, I want Calgary to win to finish off the season. And then if they win and Vancouver manages to win against San Diego, Vancouver's in the playoffs.
Yeah. So that'll be cool. So you actually copied the highlights. Thank you very much for doing that. I had a busy
Yeah,
week being at the NEI. But yeah, oh goodness. So yeah, not even a minute in, and Calgary was on the power play, so a
yeah,
short-handed goal.
yeah. No, like spoiler alert, there's a few of those shorthanded goals.
Yeah, that's not good. So what happened? How many was it? A lot of shots? Did Delbs have a busy night, or did he have an off night?
I think he had a little bit of an off night, and our defense component wasn't there. See right here, they're trying to start a scrap.
They were. Hang on, what
Yeah.
was that photo we got snuck in there?
I did not realize that got into the video recording by accident.
Okay, should we
It,
show it again? We did.
eh,
What is that
yeah.
photo?
It's just me and one of the cheerleaders from the Roughnecks drill crew.
Oh, nice. So that was obviously what, last week?
A few weeks ago, I've had that up there for on my one screen for a little bit.
Oh, okay. So that's your background. So that's how we caught it.
Yeah, yeah, that's my
Gotcha.
background on the one screen
Okay,
that
now
I
I'm
was
picking
recording
up.
on.
Yeah, I'm picking up what you're putting down. Oh my
Yeah,
goodness, what a goal by Nanacoke.
right. There are some really nice goals, but yeah, see what I mean? Callie just left him open, and then he dives.
Yeah, he you can't leave him untouched. Oh, real quick,
No,
I do want to shout out this is awesome. Armor Mesh. So that guy, he's awesome, Chris. He just gave us a stick actually for, or a head for my daughter Bella. She just started playing
nice.
girls, and I asked him about the armor mesh. And I said, "Hey, I need a tutorial on how to string a girl stick." And he was like, "Well, here, I'll do you one better. You just what color do you want?" And he hooked me up. So huge shout out to Chris and
Nice.
Armor Mesh. But you see, Tahoka uses it. It's beautiful. I
Yeah,
love it. Anybody I know that's used it has stayed with it. It's a
yeah. I've heard
phenomenal
good things
product.
about the armor mesh.
It is, and I tell you, in the girl stick. So my daughter's coach just used it. I asked her Bella to. Oh, sorry. I asked her to let the coach try it to see what she thought because somebody a little more familiar with that kind of a stick than I am. And she said she's like, wow, that stays right in the sweet spot. Like if when you're cradling or holding the ball or ready
Yeah,
to shoot, it's just ready to roll the whole time. So yeah, I love it.
nice.
I thought it was amazing. I still can I struggle with it. I mean, I can hold the ball a lot better with it, but I like a men's stick.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Boom.
Yeah. Yeah, and that like you can't blame Delbs for that. Shot in the middle,
No.
uncontested. Nobody had a stick on his hands at all.
Yeah. Yeah. See, middle wide open right there.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Buffalo, that place is something. If you ever get a chance to go to a Bandits game, definitely go. Okay, so a couple times these guys got into it, or did we rewind a little bit?
No. I think there was a couple fights that almost got started.
Yeah, that Robinson, Dylan Robinson, he gets under guys' skin. He's good
Yeah,
at it. He's a USA guy.
yeah, no. There's a lot of
Yeah.
plays where they got
Ooh.
angry towards the end. Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Could you
Yeah,
imagine
that
getting hit that hard?
yeah,
That is a big man too that just like threw him to the ground, just like. Oh
yeah.
no, thank you, sir. Ooh, nice shot, Cookie. But looks like Matty Vince is back to playing like Matty Vince.
Yeah, no, Vince was stopping almost everything we threw at him.
Yeah, Calgary's offense has definitely struggled this year. It's been like when you look at the goals against, they've done pretty well actually. What were they, fourth in the league?
Yeah. Yeah, but again, like we said, that's those unified standings.
Oh wait, that's Zach Courier that just scored that one, isn't it?
Zach, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's awesome.
the-
So another goal. That's good for him. I love seeing him score because you always tell me,
Yeah.
he's your buddy Zach. So I love when he scores. Let's look at that one again. Oh, two.
Yeah,
So he
no.
even fed it over to him, and then
Yep.
it'll get back.
Boom.
Oh no. Okay, so Zach had the assist. Who is that
Yeah.
coming off the bench? Is that King or Pace?
Not sure.
We'll find out. Oh,
What number?
that's what I'm trying to see right now.
Oh yeah.
I think it's Pace. It looks like what is he, 88 or 68 maybe?
Pace is 19.
No, 68. Jesse
Oh
King's
yeah,
19.
Pace is Jesse King's 19.
Yeah,
That's
so that's
that,
Pace.
that
No, you're good.
that's Pace there.
Yeah,
That's Pace there. Yeah.
but yeah, no, that's such a huge part of the offense when you see Courier getting up and Del Bianco starting the transition. But it's unfortunate that that's where most of their offenses come. I mean, it's great that they get it because without that, they would have hardly any offense this year. It seems like, but definitely not what you're looking for.
Yeah. Yeah, no.
Bandit Land is nuts.
Yeah, I've heard they get big numbers like we do.
Oh yeah, no, they probably outperform Calgary.
Yeah, I've heard they've sold out their stadium quite a lot.
Yeah, and they play where the Sabres play. It's like
Damn.
18,000, I believe.
Yeah, I think my dad was telling me the Sabres don't even draw that kind of crowd.
Oh goodness, no. No, the
Yeah.
Sabres don't draw anywhere. Bandit Land, that place, when you go there, is all about it. The players, everybody's invested. Like all their season ticket holders know all the guys.
Yeah.
It's quite the environment to go and be a part of. I've got a couple of times. And actually here's another new armor mesh guy right here.
Yeah.
Farrell. So that is one really cool thing is with the when they do the zoom in, but he told me Farrell was playing with it now and I love it.
Nice.
Yeah, the milkman they call him. He's a beast. Ooh, nice
Yeah.
goal, Priolo. He's their
Oh yeah.
Buffalo's captain. Oh
But yeah, that's what a lot of the game was like. It was very much next man up. Who's scoring next? Not Calgary.
yeah. Yeah, it looks like I mean that was a nice save by Vince.
Yeah.
We'll look at the stats here in a little bit. Did you do a stat sheet for this one? I don't even we
I did not this
okay.
week.
I just didn't know if I missed it. That does happen sometimes.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Wow, is that who's that? Buchanan or Frazier? Oh no, that's Josh Byrne, the purple shoes.
Yeah.
This guy is such a specimen of an athlete. Like if you see him live, you ever get a chance when he Buffalo comes to Calgary, you watch
Yeah.
him. He covers distances that you don't even like understand on television. Like
Yeah.
he's so fast, he just leaps and jumps and yeah, like that right there. I mean, what is that? Just tiptoe on the crease.
Oh yeah.
Whoop.
Woo.
Oh, and over the shoulder.
Boom. Yep.
Yeah,
Like that ball was moving so fast, Delves didn't have a chance.
yeah, yeah. This is him again. But I mean, he just, yeah, like what takes, you don't really appreciate the distance he covers. Cloutier is another
Yeah.
great player. The Buffalo is good, and I think they're going to make all the people that talk some smack about him. But I tell you what, I think Buffalo has hidden a lot. I don't think this is a good showing. I think we can agree
Yeah,
that Calgary's offense has not necessarily been stellar this year at all.
yeah.
Oh wow,
I don't
that's
know, Greg. Do you think Buffalo has it in them to be back to back?
if they can, they almost went. It'd be hilarious because everybody was talking about how they were not even going to be in the playoffs this year because Matt Vince was out
Oh
for a couple
yeah,
games, came back, they lost a couple, but then they had like a 17 goal performance. They battled through it. Matty Vince has battled through it. I tell
yeah,
you, as if something happens to Vince, not a chance.
yeah,
Their backup goalie seems like a nice kid, but that was not good for them. Shanahan, it did not bode well for them at all. The defense did not play well for him. It just his style did not mesh. It was a bad night. And you see everybody comes back with Matty Vince though, and they do this, and they look at it and he explains what happened. So like this one right here,
yeah,
I could probably tell you like Stampers talked about it before.
yeah,
You you don't want to be in there on something like this because right here the slide was just a little late.
yeah,
Great screen by the defender. So I mean they know what happened.
yeah.
Boy. So Hayden Dixon for that one.
Yep. Boom. Yeah,
I see what you're saying about guys, coming back a little late because
yeah,
now they've at least gotten a couple. That was a
yeah.
very slow start. So when did they get how many goals did they have in the first half? Two, three?
Uh, First half they had two. Two.
Yeah, so I mean, you can't score 2 goals in a half and expect to be a playoff contender, really.
Yeah,
So,
yeah. Two to nine. It was going into the half.
ooh, what were the shots on goal totals?
Let's see. Delves did 39 saves, and and the guy Matt
Vince.
Vince did 40 free saves for the whole game.
Nice. So Vince played. Delps didn't necessarily have a good night
No,
for him, but I mean,
they took him out at one point too.
oh, really?
Yep, for what was it, like a whole 5 minutes?
So who is the backup up there?
It's Steve Fryer right now.
How did he do?
He's okay. It's
What a
kind of
rip.
hard to like determine how good the backup is when our backup hardly plays behind Delps.
Right, and when they take Delps out, it's only for a matter of time. But I mean,
Yeah.
did has he faced any? Did he face any shots in this game? You were watching it live, right?
One save.
He had one save. Did he allow a
Yeah.
goal?
Nope.
Yeah, so I mean, it was literally just to talk to Delbs, get a breather.
Yeah.
Maybe he just needed to run for a minute. But the when he's having a bad night, that really screws up the offense too. The
Yeah.
transition. But what a
So
goal by Courier! That was a launch. I keep rewinding
yeah.
this to show you because I every time I ask you a question, I see you reading the stats. But this was just a
Pryor was in for a total of 5 minutes 17 seconds.
oh nice, sweet stat. Yeah, there's Josh Courier with a rocket.
Yeah. Boom.
So at any point, oh my goodness, at any point did
Uh
you feel
huh.
like they were coming back?
Honestly, like late in the third, early fourth, I had a small glimmer of hope.
Yeah, and then
Like right around here, and then we just didn't show up for the rest of the game.
this dimmed your glimmer of hope. Oh, that's a goal.
Yeah, that was a goal.
Oh my goodness, I thought it was just a sweet shot.
No.
Wow, I bet you they had some pretty sweet highlights of that during the game.
Yeah, that dive.
Who is that? Oh, Frazier. He is so much fun to watch. Chase Frazier.
Yeah.
Oh, what a beauty he is, man. Look at he's like yeah, he's an absolute beauty.
Yeah, if I remember correctly, it was right about here where I'm like, okay, just forfeit the rest of the game now.
Let's just say we're good here.
Yeah,
Pretty much something like that.
yeah.
Oh man, so you need basically a miracle. Is that correct for the Roughnecks to be able to make the playoffs?
Oh, it's already decided. I don't think they can make it even if
Even if
the
the
standings were a miracle.
All right, so what a weird I got to look at this. So the goals against. All right, so you can't see
I
what I'm.
have more hope of Vancouver making playoffs than I do Calgary right now.
That's crazy, isn't it?
Yeah,
Could you imagine if somebody said that to you at the beginning of the year?
right?
You
Like
you
I
wouldn't even
I think
believe it. In a million years, you'd be like,
oh,
"No way. No way,
yeah.
sir."
Yeah, I think Mouse has really turned that team around.
Oh yeah, he is really a gem. No, that's huge. I think that's huge. I think Sanderson needs another year. I don't think this
Yeah,
was his offense. These weren't his guys. It takes a while to
yeah,
build a chemistry. I think when Mouse came in and he talked a lot of smack about the players, he called them out. He's like, "Get after it. What are you guys doing? Nobody
yeah,
came in
exactly.
shape. Nobody's in the middle. It's BS." I pretended like he gave us the shout out. I loved it. But
Yeah,
yeah, I mean, look at the Roughnecks. So goals against, you know,
yeah,
they are fourth in the league. Yeah, I knew they were close. So that is just amazing to me. So when you look at that, fourth in the league and isn't, not going to make the playoffs,
yeah,
that's just nuts.
yeah. It's those, like I said, it's the unifying standings.
Yeah, no, when you look
They
at it,
changed the game.
they really did. And I laughed because a bunch of guys said, no, it didn't. No, it didn't. But when you look at just, let's look at it. So, first place team, East Coast. Second place team, West Coast. Third, East. Fourth, East. Fifth, East. Sixth, East. Seventh, West. Eighth, West. Almost an East.
Yeah,
I mean, really, because when you look at it, the Riptide are right there.
yeah.
So how does it? So explain to me, how does this weekend play out? You keep me up to date with NLL. I was busy at the Onondaga Nation filming, and I actually should have had that hoodie on, but it's a little warm. I built a
Yeah.
fire. It was so cold outside that I built a fire, and now it's a little warm in my
Oh
house.
wow.
So I figured I'll throw
Yeah.
the Firewolves t-shirt on. But so tell me what's happening
Nice.
this weekend.
So Calgary's playing Panther City, and for Vancouver to make it now, I need Calgary to win against Panther City, and Vancouver somehow win against San Diego.
Vancouver can win against San Diego. I don't. I mean, if anybody's going to do it, it's going to be Vancouver. Keegan
Yeah,
Ball has looked amazing. He's looked great, and I tell you, the rest of that team is kind of falling into place. Their defense is looking good. Lady has been, oh my goodness. Yeah, no, I think a lot of good pieces. Uh, Mouse is going to get credit for a lot of that, and he did bring a lot of pieces together, but they aren't all his players. I
yeah,
think as he gets another year in there, it's just going to get even better.
yeah, and I think if Mellis can bring Vancouver to a playoff spot, we're talking Coach of the Year.
Me and Stamper talked about this last weekend. So it's a very I think he's coach of the year. I think Glenn Clark is GM of the year. We'll have to
Yeah,
check out on Inside Lacrosse to I got to move you over a little bit because you're kind of in the middle of the numbers, but whatever.
yeah,
But so yeah, so I don't know. I think that's in my opinion. Not that anybody really cares what I say.
yeah,
They do talk to Stamp. The Stamper's opinion actually does matter for the NLL and for inside indoor or
yeah,
IL indoor. But when they
yeah,
do that, his opinion actually counts, and he seems to think Mouse is it's between him and Clark. But he did like
yeah,
my argument of Coach of the Year is Mouse
and-
and GM of the Year is Clark because you just look at how well this rookie class. I mean, Ty Kurtz on any other team is the rookie of the year, hands down. Maybe
Yeah.
in the league, but because he's playing in front of Alex Simmons, it's not going. I mean, Marshall Powless, Saskatchewan gave
Yeah.
up on him. They didn't like him anymore. They were like, get
Yeah.
out of here. See ya. So
Yeah.
they
And now he's lighting it up for your
he's
Firewolves.
lighting it up. Travis Longboat, another guy. So him and Marshall are cousins. Genius
Yeah.
idea to bring them two guys together. They play great together. Ethan
Yeah.
Walker traded for Q. Q's a rock star. I mean, and so when you look at it, he wasn't winning games for the Firewolves, but man, is Ethan Walker the player that they need. Yeah, no, I think GM of the year is easily Glenn Clark. I agree with you, though. I don't think anybody beats Mouse when it comes to the coach of the year.
Yeah. I think he's already got some Coach of the Year titles under his belt too.
I wouldn't be surprised. He's
Yeah.
ever since I've been talking to you, I pay a lot more attention to all that kind of stuff, and it's like, all right. So obviously, watching this Albany. So what happens with New York? Does New York beating Albany do anything for you, or do we need the Firewolves to win
Let's
for you?
see. New York beating Albany. No, it would tie them with Vancouver if they won, and Panther City lost.
Okay, so it would tie them with Vancouver. And then who has the tiebreaker? They played this year, right? New York and Vancouver.
Yeah, I believe so. Did
Yeah.
they?
No, I think everybody played each other this year.
Oh yeah,
And I think that's what happened with the unified standings. I
yeah.
think so.
Okay, New York versus Vancouver was actually a couple weeks ago,
Yeah.
and it was Vancouver beat them 16-10.
So Vancouver wins the tiebreaker, I think.
Yeah,
So it doesn't matter.
yeah,
New York has to win, and they need Panther City to lose,
yeah,
and they need Vancouver to lose, which
yeah,
is very possible. So is that basically it? It's gonna be. So I wonder who has the tiebreaker, Panther City or the Riptide?
yeah.
Do you know that one? What are you doing? Where are you getting all
No,
this information from?
I've just configured it all just based on the standings of looking at them in depth.
All right. So do you actually have it judged? Can you tell me whether Panther City, if they're gonna go in, if like what their odds or how that shakes out? So if Panther City wins and New York
Yeah,
wins, who has the tiebreaker?
I have no idea. Actually, Panther City would be at 9-9,
Yeah.
and New York would be not 9-9. So who? Yeah, good question.
Yeah.
Who's the tiebreaker?
I didn't know. I didn't know. I figured you had it all planned out for us.
Oh yeah,
All
no,
right. So you check Panther City, and I'll check the Riptide,
yeah.
and then we'll get this figured out. It'll be easy. I tell you, I New York has played really good. Georgia,
Considering they're leaving.
yeah. Yeah, no, but and it happened right after they announced it too. Isn't that funny?
Yeah, right. They get good just as they're leaving.
Yeah, that's unfortunate, but oh well.
Yeah,
Sucks for them. All right. So if I go to the New York Riptide homepage, Panther City was a win 9-8.
all right.
So okay. Yeah, so oh
New
boy,
York
New
would have the
York might go in.
tiebreaker. Yeah, and
I,
yeah, I've talked to Larson, and he's actually traveling to Ottawa with the team.
Larson Sundown?
Yeah.
That's awesome. So I've gotten to film him at a tournament once, Buffalo Box, and
Oh
he
yeah.
played and then went up to a Six Nations game that night. These guys just absolutely love box lacrosse. They play
Oh yeah.
all over everywhere. It's crazy.
Yeah.
How do you know him? Just from chatting on there? Did you meet him at the
Yeah.
game?
No, I've chatted with him a little bit.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
So there's a chance the Riptide are in, and if the Riptide get in, that means we literally have 7 out of the 8 teams in
Yeah.
the top out of the East.
Yep.
And then you almost got to feel bad for Rochester. They're the only East Coast team that'd be left out. And you talk
Yeah.
about, wow, what a disappointment. Rochester, what were they, like 17-0 last year? Had a like
Something like that.
crazy
Yeah.
14-0, had an unbeaten streak going. And then, yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah.
Be interesting to see how it goes. But It's been awesome. And before we go though, we've got an announcement to make, I guess, that there is
Oh,
some potential, some it's sounding like a pretty good chance that OJ might be coming to the World Games.
yeah, no, it definitely sounds that way, and I definitely hope to for sure.
Yeah, so things are going great. If anybody actually that watches any of these would be interested in hooking up OJ for a sponsorship to get him out here, definitely give us a shout. Either send me a message or him a message, and we'll advertise you on this show or on any
Yeah,
one of OJ's interviews. I'm sure we could work something out. But yeah, I'm really excited for it. Can't wait for the worlds to come. What's it been, 2 years, and I have never met you in person.
yeah, no, totally, Greg, and I I know if a guy who's gonna maybe play for Team Ireland at the Worlds who I haven't seen in a few years.
Okay,
Yeah,
all
my
right.
buddy Luke Mahoney. So
That Oh, you know Lucas Mahoney?
yeah,
Oh, Maloney or Mahoney?
Maloney.
Yeah, Lucas Maloney. How do you know him?
Uh,
From talking
I
on.
yeah, he's come here one, a little bit too.
Oh, out in Calgary?
Yeah, he
That's
was a
awesome.
free agent for our junior A league. Yeah, Maloney, number 19.
Yeah, he actually lives right by me. I think if
Oh
it's the
yeah.
same Maloney
No,
that.
no, I don't think it is because he's in Ireland.
Oh, okay, so definitely not then. I know a
Yeah, Luke.
Lucas Maloney that played at Penn State.
Oh yeah, no, Luke Maloney.
Okay. Yeah, but yeah, this kid played at Penn State. He actually lives down in Albany.
Yeah, but this guy in particular, he came and was a free agent trying to make it in the out here in one of the leagues.
Ah, gotcha.
Yeah,
So that's
but yeah,
cool.
he's good.
Well, and it's a place for you to, I mean, you'll know a lot of the Team Canada guys. You just said, talking to
Probably, yeah.
Sundown, so he's going to be a Haudenosaunee guy.
Yeah, I'll probably know a few from Haudenosaunee too. So,
Yeah, no, I'm sure. And like Dougie, so I would imagine
yep,
he's going to be the goalie.
yeah,
Yeah. So,
yeah. I can't wait till rosters get announced.
yeah, it's going to be a blast. And actually, one of the teams we cover in the summer is part of the coaching staff with the Haudenosaunees. We've gotten the Yeti coach is an assistant for Team USA's women's box. So, yeah,
Nice.
it's going to be a blast if we get you out here. I can't wait. Super excited. But
Yeah, same.
so you've got no shot for your Roughnecks at the beginning of the year. I don't think anybody predicted it. If we were to go through and look,
Yeah,
everybody had the Roughnecks going on.
yeah. This is my first year as a season ticket holder that the Roughnecks are missing out on playoffs.
And how long have you been a season ticket holder?
3, 4 years now, something like that.
Well, at least you've had 3 or 4 years. This is my second year as a Firewolf season ticket holder, and
Yeah,
it's the first year was in the playoffs.
damn.
But no, in the very first year, I might as well have had season tickets. I bounced around to see where I wanted my seats to be.
Oh
So,
yeah.
like, I bought a ticket here, then I bought a ticket here. And I was talking to the guy the whole time, the salesman, and I told him,
Yeah,
I was like, I'm going to buy season tickets. I just want to see where I like to sit.
where the good spot is. Yeah.
And honestly, I kind of enjoyed that. So, like having Joe Nardella, I got to go and I sat midfield for him and Baptiste. I would love to watch him and Withers from the 50. I think that would have been a good
Oh
one
yeah.
too, like the face-off guys. Other than that, I where I sit is I think I've got the money seat. Like if there
Yeah.
wasn't a net, I would have the best highlights in the sport.
Right.
Yeah. I'm gonna talk next year. We got to get suction cups on it. I actually big
Oh
announcement
yeah.
for the Tuscarora Tomahawks talking about that, but we'll get into that another time. OJ, it is past my bedtime. It's been awesome as usual. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Everybody, tell us where you can find everybody. All the links should be in the description, but just in case they aren't.
Yeah. So my website www.techlax11.com has all my links and my merch that I'm selling, which will help fund if I go to Worlds. So there it is.
There it is. So if
Yeah.
you go to techlax11.com, this is where it'll bring you. you got the shop, you got the contact button. If you click the contact
Yep.
button, you just scroll right down here and boom, look at all the ways to get a hold of them. You put your
Yep.
phone number right out there. You are brave. And then you got the name and email address. But I absolutely
Yeah.
love it, OJ.
Nobody's texted or phoned me yet. So,
All right. Well, how long have you had your website up?
a couple weeks.
All right. You know what you need to do?
Huh.
I'm challenging you actually. I'm going to send
Oh.
you some shorts from that I've got, a couple of video clips.
Okay.
You make some highlights and you start, putting your stuff out there. You'll start making highlights. I bet
Cool.
you'll start getting some contact. People will be
Cool.
excited for you. And then maybe people start sending you their clips and let you edit them up.
Cool.
So, all
Yeah.
right. Thanks, OJ. It's been a blast. Let's do it again next week.
All right. Sounds good, Greg. And we're out.